Namaskaram. I am Prithvi Harish. At the outset, I would like to thank Kural magazine for giving me this opportunity to do an episode on their word Bytes segment. The word I'll be choosing is gold. Gold, as we know, has been used in numerous compositions by the Trinity and other composers as well. And the main usage of gold has been as an adjective to describe the different ornaments or the different accessories that the god or goddess is adorned with. So now I will be starting with one Sanskrit, very common Sanskrit term that is used to describe gold, Kanaka. Kanaka mayamaayedum Kamalavaagana madimel Kanakamaya. So here Kanakamaya means golden. So Swati Tirunal here describes the procession where Lord Padmanabha is seated in a golden lotus vehicle. Another instance of Kanakamaya being used is in this evergreen composition of Sri Tyagaraja. Bala Kanakamaya Chela Sujana, where Tyagaraja talks about Lord Rama decked in golden garments. Bala Kanakamaya Chela. Now we'll also be looking at the various ways in which Kanaka has been used to describe the necklaces and the crowns that the deity is wearing. Kanaka Keyura Haravali Galita Gambira Gauradgiri Shobham Sushobham. In this composition of Utukade Venkatakavi, Sri Vignarajam Bhaje, he talks about Kanaka Keyura Haram, the haram that Sri Vinayaka is adorned with. Similarly, Hara Kanaka Keyura Dhara Suguna Paravara Surarajita Padarama. Hara Keyura Kirita Kanaka Bharane. In these two compositions, Rama Ninne and Bhajasva Sri Tripur Sundari, we again have Kanaka Keyura Harams and Kanaka Bharane, which talks about how the Lord or the goddess is adorned with golden necklace or golden abharanangal. Galamuna shobillu Kanaka bhushana mula. In this composition Meru Samana of Sri Tyagaraja, we have Kanaka bhushana mula, where Tyagaraja describes the Lord wearing dangling golden necklaces. Kanaka Ratna Simhasana Bharana Ganapati Guru Guha Janaka Bhavadarana Janana Kaivalya Dayaka Charana Janani Shri Kamalambika Smarana Veera Vasanta. In this composition of Dikshidhar, he talks about the golden gem-studded throne that Thiruvarur Tyagaraja Swami is seated upon. Another usage of Kanaka is through the combination of the words Kanaka Shaila, which is used in multiple of Shyama Shastri's compositions, and the most famous of them all. Kanaka Shaila Viharini Amba. In this Kanaka Shaila Viharini, so the goddess is described as the resident of the golden mountain, Mount Meru. Another combination of the word Kanaka is with Ambara, which means dress. So Kanakambari or Kanakambara also finds its place in many compositions. For example, Kanakambari Karunyamrita Lahari. In the Ragam Kanakambari by Muthuswami Dikshidhar, Kanakambara Karunanvita Sura. These are the Charanam lines of the famous composition of Sri Puchi Srinivasa Iyengar, Parama Pavanarama. Both these have Kanaka Ambara, which talks about golden garments. Now there is a very rare usage, Kanaka Lata, which is not heard much, but Bharadiyar has used it in his Sanskrit composition to describe the goddess as a golden creeper. So Lata means creeper. Kala bhaya kutari kamavari kanakalata rupa garvati mirare bhuloka kumari. And a common usage of Kanaka in another angle is to describe the golden hall of Tillai, Kanaka Sabhai. And using Kanaka Sabhai, we refer to Lord Nataraja as Kanaka Sabhapati. Kanaka Sabhapatik Namaskaram Panadi Penne Kanaka Sabhapatik. Now in all these instances we've used gold as an adjective, but there is one song in which gold has been used just as a noun and not as a descriptive form. In the composition Sri Ganeshwara of Oothukadu Venkatakavi in the Ragam Shanmugapriya, he's used the following line: Dhana Kanaka Vahanadishwarya Daika Sadaya Sagara, where he talks about how Lord Vinayaka has to bestow upon him the following: Dhanam, which is money; Kanakam, which is gold; Vahanam, which is vehicles; and Aishwaryam. Another reference of the word Kanaka comes in the magnum opus composition of Sri Swati Tirunal, Bhavyami Raghuramam. Kanaka Mrigarupadhara Kalamari Chaharatmika, where he refers to the incident of Maricha being disguised as a golden deer. The next word I'll be taking is Kanchana. Kanchana Manimaya Chelasya is one of the lines that comes in the composition of Dikshita Sri Tyagarajasya in the Ragam Rudrapriya. Kanchana Manimaya Chelasya, where he talks about the Lord wearing golden garments studded with gems. Another very famous composition which uses Kanchana is the evergreen Kanchadalaya Dakshi. Shri Kanchana Vasane Surasane, which means wearing a golden dress. So Dikshita describes Lord Goddess Kamakshi wearing golden garments. Another reference of Kanchana is in the not much heard song Ahaha Naiva Jane of Swati Tirunal. Kanchana Navaratna Lasita Gopuram Iha Kimmadiya Mahodaya. So this song Ahaha Naiva Jane is actually part of Swati Tirunal's Kuchelopakyanam. So these lines are from Kuchela's point of view, where he talks about how when he comes back home, his house is transformed into a grand palace shining with gold and gems. The next word or synonym for gold that I'll be taking is Hema. Actually, this is one of the words that I never knew was or I never associated with gold as much as it has occurred in many compositions. I'll start with a very famous composition of Dikshidhar again. Kaumari Kusuma Dyuti Hema Bharana Bhushani. Hema Bharana Bhushani, where Dikshidhar describes goddess Kamakshi as one wearing golden necklaces. Hema Ratna Bharanadarini Shaguru Bhagita Harini. Again, an extremely famous composition, Mama Meenakshi, again has the words Hema Ratna Bharanam. Hema Bharati Virama Loka Virama Rama Gunasema. In this composition, again Swati Tirunal talks about how Lord Rama wears golden garments. Hema Ambara, Hema Ambarari. And finally, we have the extremely popular composition of Harikesnallur Muttaya Bhagavatar. Himagiri-tanaye Hemalate, where Hemalate means golden creeper, and he describes the goddess as being a golden creeper. The next word I'll be moving on to is Hiranya. Hiranya is associated with a very common name for goddess Lakshmi, Hiranmayi, which translates to the one who is golden hued. And we have the very famous composition which starts with the same name. Hiranmayim Lakshmi Sada Bhajami. Hiranyamanimaya Shobhasadanam. Again, a very famous composition, Sri Kantimatim of Muthuswami Dikshidhar, has the lines Hiranyamanimaya, and it translates to the one whose abode is a shining, bejeweled gold mansion. Again, in the song Sri Ganeshwara, which we saw in one of the earlier words, has another synonym of gold. Ekadalta Giriraja Suta Suta Hiranyamani Kundala Shobhakara, where Vinayaka is described as the one wearing gold gem-studded earrings, Kundalam. Himadrisha Sutamoda Hiranyamaya Pita Sthita. In this composition Ganapate Mahamate in Ragam Kalyani by Dikshidhar, Hiranyamaya Pita Sthita, he describes Vinayaka as the one who is seated on a golden seat. The next term that is synonymous with gold is Swarna or Suvarna. This has been used in the composition Amba Neelayadakshi of Sri Muthuswami Dikshidhar, where he describes the goddess as Suvarnamaya Vigraha Prakashini, or the one who dazzles with a golden form. Suvarnamaya Vigraha Prakashini. The next term that is used for gold in Sanskrit is Hataka. Hatakamaya Cheladharam is one of the Madhyama Kala lines of Ramanatham Vajeham in the Ragam Pantuvarali, where the Lord is described as the one wearing golden garments, Hatakamaya Chelam. Hataka Varanayutam Vasumagitam Sumagitam Magitam Hitam Tamarajanani Ashraye. In this song Marajanani, goddess is described to be wearing golden ornaments, Hataka Abharanam. This is a composition of N.C. Krishnamacharyulu. Dikshidhar has composed 5 Panchalinga Kritis on the 5 lingas in Tiruvarur, and one of the lingas is called Hatakeshwara, and he's composed a rare song, Hatakeshwara Samrakshamam, in the Ragam Bilahari, in which the lingam is described as a form which is equivalent to molten gold. Hatakamaya linga murte trayatmaka Hatakeshwara Samrakshamam. Next, we move on to a different language, Telugu, and the most commonly used word in Telugu for gold is Bangaram or Bangaru. In this very famous composition of Sri Bhadrachala Ramdas in the Ragam Ananda Bhairavi, Paluke Bangaramayana Kodanda Pani Paluke Bangaramayana. So Bhadrachala Ramdas tells Rama that his words have become as rare as gold. And another form of the same word, Bangaru, has been used in multiple occasions by, you must have guessed, Shyama Shastri to describe the goddess. He actually has used it along with another word, Bomma, Bangaru Bomma, which translates to the golden idol. He's used these two words in many compositions like Brova Vamma and Neelambari, but I'll be singing a snippet. Mayamma Vegame Karuna Judavamma Bangaru Bomma Kamakshi. This is Kamakshi, a composition of Shyama Shastri in the Ragam Varali. Next, we move on to our language, Tamil, and there are two very common words which are used in Tamil which means gold, that is Pon and Tangam. First, I'll be taking the word Pon. As we had used Kanaka Sabhai to denote the golden hall of Thillai, we have its equivalent Tamil counterpart, which is Ponnambalam. So multiple compositions have the reference Ponnambalam or Ponnambalavanan. Like for example, Albatiruchum Ponnambalavanan Nadikondaranda Vedika Kanakan Ayiram Vendamo, where Natarajar is referred to as Ponnambalavanan. Another usage of Pon is Pon Mayil or golden peacock. This has been used by Bharatiyar in his song Parukulle Nalanadu. We are very used to singing 2 stanzas, but he has composed numerous stanzas, and one of the stanzas has the following lines. Nanmayile udal vanmayile selva panmayile maratal mayile பொன்மையில் ஓத்திடு மாதர் தம் கற்பில் புகழினிலே உயநாடு. Another usage is to describe golden feet or porpadangal, as again in this very famous composition. கருணே தேவமே கற்பகமே காண வேண்டும் முள்தல் பொற்பதமே கருணே தேவமே கற்பகமே. Another usage of pon is in pon unjal or golden swing, and this is used in a composition that is widely popular and sung in many marriages, Kannunjal Aadi Irundal. Kannunjal Aadi Irundal Ponnunjalil Purithu Bhushanangal Tarithu. And the final word and the most commonly used word for gold is Tangam. But it was very interesting to find that Tangam has not been used by many Tamil composers as much as Pon has been used. There is one composition of Sri Papanasam Shivan, Bharata Punya Bhumi, in which he uses the word Tangam. Tuya Tangamoli Kundruvaduldo. And I have also found that Tangam is more prevalently used in songs that are of Bhajana Sampradayam or Bhajana Paddhati to describe the chariot that the god or goddess is taken in. For example, Pazhani Aandavar Bhavani Varugira Tangaterinile. It has the occurrence of Tangather. Tangaradam Bhavani Varum Tiruvekadu Arul Pongi Varum Karumari Annai Veedu. Again, this has Tangaradam. There are numerous other compositions which have in numerous languages that have occurrences of gold, which I might not have been able to mention today. I would once again like to thank Kural magazine and my friend Preethi Seturaman for giving me this opportunity to do this episode. I had a very interesting and enriching time trying to put together this list of songs, and I hope every one of you found this informative. Thank you. Namaskaram.